Good rising, brethren. This is Big Judah, coming to you guys from California. Before I begin, give all praise to the Most High Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother. Who was wisdom? Who was the Holy Spirit? Acknowledgement to Yahweh. I pray that the Most High blesses this lesson this evening, gives more knowledge and understanding of the events of the past, in order to understand the events that are currently happening on the earth. So we get a much better understanding of the things that are soon to come on the earth. Brethren, we're going to do things a little bit differently today. Sometimes I'm going to be doing videos like I normally do, where I kind of go into the information. Sometimes I'm going to start to, especially on this channel, just share the pages and share the information. I know that our nation does a lot of research, and if they've come up to a lot of brick walls because of the books and the information has been hidden. So what I'm going to try to do here at times is just share the information and hope that it helps with some of your guys' research. And then we can bring some of that information together here in the comment section. And then sometimes we can take some of this information and share it out to the nation. Some information is just for you to continue on with your research. And that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to get into this book right here, The Atlantean Traditions in Ancient Britain. And since these books are so difficult to get, I think it's important to try to get a lot of the pages and a lot of the information out. You know, as the Most High gives me information, I'm just going to share it with you. Some of this stuff is not my forte. So instead of me trying to act like I know all this stuff, which I don't, I prefer to share it. And then the people who actually have this information, this is something that's right up their alley, they can share more information with the rest of us. Okay? And this also gives me an opportunity to get more information, more pages out there to you guys faster. So you got this part right here. What is this right here? This is on page 13. And it says, to read this riddle, well, there's a riddle on top. Heaven above, heaven below. Stars above, stars below. All that is over, under shall show. Happy thou, who the riddle readest. So it's kind of like, as so above, so below. It says, to read this riddle correctly, the earth effigies of the Glastonbury zodiac must be tallied to the corresponding constellation patterns that wheel across the sky above their heads. Mrs. Maltwood worked this out in detail using the Philip planisphere, scale to size, pricking the position of the individual stars onto a map, of the shapes on the ground. They will match their respective constellations exactly. And the following freshly plotted table correlates the individual stars to their respective effigies. So I'm assuming it seems like some of these things are here in the stars are actually on the ground here as well. And I think a lot of this is actually over there in Ireland and England. So you have the Taurus, the bull, royal star right there. Pisces, the fish. See another picture I'm going to have to take and show you guys. Aquarius, the phoenix. Capricorn, the goat. I'm looking at it says Taurus effigy in the Glastonbury zodiac. I might have to actually take another picture and show this part to you guys, okay? But we got enough. I think it's going to keep you kind of busy. Here's the next page right here. So you can pause it and read it, screenshot it, print it, and check the stuff out right here, okay? And it says the above table gives a lie to those authorities who claim that this feat of prehistoric genius is a figment of overactive imaginations. Okay, the work of Mrs. Maltwood must now stand alongside that of the other English mystical scholars as evidence of the truly scientific culture that once embraced this planet. The Temple of the Stars is perhaps the greatest of all the many Atlantean achievements, and its message of unity and order is forever enlightening in a world of increasing violence and chaos. So before, that was what the whole world was about, unity and order. But since, things have changed and Esau has taken over, it's all about increasing violence and chaos. This is at the bottom, okay? Dr. John Dee, the scholar and magician who lived during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, defined this celestial temple in his writing. He says, when he was visiting Somerset, studying its antiquities, Dr. Dee traveled over the zodiac and discussed its properties with some of the monks from the recently destroyed abbey. They knew of the existence of the figures, okay, before the dissolution. The monks of Glastonbury Abbey and had constantly tended the woods, trackways, streams, and earthworks that fashioned the shapes on the ground. They had been the true guardians of the circle since the founding of their abbey. Okay, so hold on here. Here's the bottom, a little bit bigger for you guys so you guys can see it. There, right there. For the abbey by Joseph of Arimathea. Soon after the death of Christ, the monks had probably inherited the secret of the zodiac from the Druids, who had guarded the legends left by the preceding post-Atlantean culture, which in turn inherited its knowledge to construct and tend such an edifice from the men of the fabled summer country, the sacred island itself. The Druids, although degenerate compared to what had gone before, maintained a great wealth of information about the old magic, disguised in their rituals and incantations. And in the book Mythology and Rites of the British Druids, there is found this passage. Okay, you guys can read that right there, okay? It says, hold on, I'm gonna read it. Let the rock beyond the billow be set in order at the dawn, displaying the countenance of him who receives the exiles into his sanctuary. The rock of the supreme proprietor, the chief place of tranquility. In the name of this rock, the mystic priest proclaims, I am the cell, I am the place of reanimation. Okay, and there's some more for you guys to read right there. But as you can see, we're going to do things a little bit different, especially here. I'm going to do some videos like regular, but some I'm just going to just bring the information out. Now, this is going to give you quite a bit of things to kind of go back and study. Maybe some things you guys have already studied and didn't get all the information. But I'm going to do this a little more often. So between doing regular videos and some of the times, it'll just be get the information out there so you guys can read it yourselves and do your own research. And then if you can, bring some of that information, put it in the comment section. So we can bounce ideas off of each other. See, and put this thing together. We have to put this thing together as a nation. It's not just going to be one or two or three or four people. Most High has blessed some of you guys to have great information on this subject. So please, this is your time to shine. Please bring it out and show it to us so we can actually get some more understanding. All right. All praise is to the Most High, Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother, who is wisdom, who is the Holy Spirit. Acknowledge Yahushai. Shalom.